Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Aluk Makuch, aka Aluk Fit Mom, you guys, and this is my channel. You know, if you're new here, if you're brand new here, welcome to my family. If you're just visiting, be sure to click on that subscribe button, click on that like button, share this video, turn on your post notification bell. Yeah. And I'm being weird, guys. I'm not normally like this. I think I'm just getting too used to the camera. I'm feeling myself a little too much, and that's okay. That's okay. We're all here for it, aren't we? 2021. We're all here for it. Look at this melanin. You guys, I just had to put this video on pause for 1 second and just say, oh my goodness, my lace looks horrible. Like, it looks so bad, but I really like the video, and I had to choose whether to upload the video or like shoot it again. I was just like, you know what, nah, we know I was gonna have a good hair day, and I'm not here trying to portray my perfect whatever, you know, nobody's perfect. So this is my bad hair day, and I am gonna rock it. So I'm so sorry that you guys have to keep staring at this for the next 15 minutes, but sorry. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Bye. So on a more serious note, today in this video we are going to be doing a book review. Yay! Oh my god, this is like my first book review on my channel. I don't do book reviews. I've never done a book review my whole life besides when I was in school. A lot of you guys have been asking me about how I've managed to save for my deposit for my home, my house, while raising my kids and while being a single parent and all of these things. Like, you guys just want to know how I managed to buy a house with just one income, with no support, you know, with no partner or boyfriend or whatever they call it, you know. So I love just how I'm just sitting down on my couch so comfortably. Can you imagine? I had to like leave my studio, I had to leave my garage because there's bloody fucking construction happening bloody next door, mate. Like, they're making so much noise. I don't know why I sound like this. I love Indian people. I love them. Yeah, so back to the topic. So every time that you guys keep asking me about, like, when you guys keep asking me questions about like saving or how I managed to save, or, you know, like, you guys just want me to talk about the strategies that I used or how I got my mind switched on and blah blah blah. Now Moses, like, I'm like, I knew like this day would come, the day that I do sit down here and talk to you guys about how to save money and all of that shit, you know, like this shit excited me. I knew this day was gonna come, but like, I just didn't like the fact that like I was answering you guys small, little by little. It wasn't just as I wanted to. So I'm like, to start this segment, I'm not sure how I'm gonna call it. Comment down below and let me know. Like, I want to call it like journey to saving for your first home, something like that. Like, journey to saving. This is saving to your first home. I meant journey. Journey to saving for your first home, or how I saved for my first home. You know, so this video is gonna be, this is just a book review. So this is just the beginning. This is the beginning of my segment about saving for your first home. You know, so this segment is gonna be like a series, you know, about saving for that deposit to buy your dream house. And what a better way to start it off than with a book review. This book, guys, helped me so much. So much. Like, this book helped me save for my deposits. Woo! I can't even like express it enough, you know. This is the book. It is called Barefoot Investor. It's the say Australian people, the Barefoot Investor. Scottpape, that's his name, best-selling author. The only money guide you'll ever need, and he's not wrong. And he has sold over 1.6 million copies. Like, we all know why. This is an 2019 update. This book has saved my life, you know. And I am reading it for the 3rd time, and I know I'm always going to keep reading it because when I first started it, I was reading I read half of it because I wasn't into the whole mortgage and all of that yet. And then as soon as I started wanting to buy a house and blah, 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 then I started reading, you know. So let's get into the video. So this book is divided into 1, 2, 3 parts, yeah. It talks about, part 1 is about like planting a seed sort of thing. Part 2 is about your seed growing. And part 3 is all about harvest, you know. And the reason why I love this book so much is like because it is so simple. It is so easy to understand. Like before I started reading Barefoot Investor, my mind was already setting to like wanting to save. I did not renew my lease again. I moved in with my mom. I was pregnant, but I knew that I didn't want to lease no more. I didn't want to rent. I did not want to rent no more. I was tired of paying off mortgages. I was like, no, no more. I didn't want to do it anymore. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm going back. I'm going back home. Do I sound like Trump? No? Okay. Yeah, so my mind was already working towards saving. I was already saving, you know, so I was already saving at least. So when I moved back home, I was like, okay, let's just pretend that we're still renting and we're gonna save your rent, the amount that you were saving for, paying for rent. You're gonna put that in your saving, which was like $750 a fortnight. I was putting into my savings. So I was like pretending that I was still renting just to get everything moving, you know, to get my mind continuing with the whole saving process and whatnot, you know, and that was what I was doing. And then towards the middle of the year 2019, my friend was just like, oh, I'm reading this book. It's called Da Da Da, you know. I'm like, it's all about saving money. I think you will like it because me and him I was talking and he could see that I just wanted to save money, and he could see, I'm sure, that I was there-ish, but I just needed something. So he's like, I have this book, you know, I'll let you borrow it and just see what you like. Let's see what you think about it, blah blah blah. And this is his copy. I started writing into it, so I took ownership of the book because I loved it so much. I was just doing everything, and I told him like, hey, I think I'm gonna have to buy you a new copy because I started writing into the book, you know. And as much as I love the entire book, so my favorite part is still in part 1, which is a plant part. And as much as I like all the steps leading towards this step, this is like step 3, but this has become my favorite step because this is the step that got me to save enough money, you know. Step 3 is all about the domino effect. It's all about dominoing your debts, your bills. You know how a domino works when you hit one, they all started just falling, you know. Yeah, that's why I like this effect. So I like the domino effect is so when we talk about the step 1 in the book, like this book has like little, you can follow it, like it has blank pages, or like it's a guidance. It guides you to like reaching your goals and shit like that, you know. So when it comes to the domino effect, it got me here to write down all my debts, you know. And my number 1 debt was like, because I did my personal training course, and that course cost me bloody fucking $5,200, you know. My other one at the time, I had a cash converters loan, which was $2,500. I had fines from bloody Fine Victoria, which was $3,000, and I had a phone on a plan from 2016 that I didn't know about, and they blacklisted me, and I found out, you know, and it was like 2,100, you know. So what this does is it gets you to put all your debts in like a list, and you work through them one by one. You picked one. So the first thing that I wanted to work through was my PT course, because I had to pay it off for me to get my certificate, you know. So I had to pay off the $5,000 off, almost $5,500 off to get my certificate. So that was my first bill, you know. And the good thing was that there was no interest. and monthly I was paying $420, which is like 210 a fortnight, you know. So I worked very hard and I paid that off. And when I paid it off, I crossed it over. I don't know if you can see the little wiggly line. I crossed it over and I celebrated. I was very happy. I took myself out, I think, or I made my friend take me out by force, and I had a good time, you know. And my next goal was to pay off my cash converters fee, loan, which was $2,500, you know. And the interest on that loan was $400, and I hated it, you know. And monthly I was paying it back 280. I think it was 140 a fortnight and whatnot, you know. I paid that off, you know. And then we moved on. And then the next one, I didn't really worry about the fine Victoria's fine, because I'm just like, I'm always driving, bro. Like, that wasn't a big deal to me. It wasn't stopping me from anything, because I was always paying a little anyway. So that was always last on my list. Then my phone plan was my next one. It was $2,100. There was no interest on the plan, and I was paying it off $200 a month, which is $100 a fortnight, you know. So every time I was crossing it over, I was always celebrating. And I would always celebrate, and I was just so happy. And I finished I paid all my debts off. I paid them all off, and that's when I started saving properly for my deposit, you know. And we're gonna get into that in another video, but I just wanted to come here and just let you guys know that the first step to really, for me, like, this is what worked for me. And you guys know that I always like to share what worked for me with you guys, because just in case it might work with someone else, you know. So for me, mine was already set into saving, and all I just needed was just that little push. That little push came from like people around me, when they could see that that's what I wanted to do. They could see that that's where my mind was at, you know. And that's where this suggestion came from. And when I read this book, I felt like my world, you know, when your mind just opens and you just like, oh my God, like, wow, like, oh my God, like, wow, you know, that's all you needed, you know, that's just all you needed to do. And I followed every single step in this book. I changed all my banking to ING. I changed my savings to Ubank. I'm moving all my super into the lowest one. There's a name for it. I don't know what it is right now. I did everything, you know. I did everything step by step. And I swear to you guys, I have never felt so relieved, you know. And when I started reading this book, I did not read the second part of it, which is about like buying your first home, which is about the mortgage. I did not read it because at the time when I was reading it, I think it was like the start of 2019, the middle of 2019, almost towards the end. I wasn't thinking about buying a house yet. That's when I had just given birth and blah blah blah, you know. All I just wanted to do was just get my mind right to save money. So I wasn't reading about that yet. So I read all of it to that part. I did not read the mortgage part. And then, because I'm like, why read something that's not going to make sense to you, you know? Why would you want to read something that you're not even, like, I wasn't doing it, and I knew if I start reading it, okay, it's good, like, you know, like the it's not bad. You want to read it just for the knowledge, for the education, and just to know it's not bad. But I knew I was just going to get confused. I was just going to be like, nah. And I was just like, I told my son, like, you know what, look, this is not where you're at. I'm not here right now. This is not what I'm about to do. I'm not trying to get everything crammed into my head. I'm not trying to get confused. I'm not trying to do all of that. So I'm just going to stop right here. And I stopped there. I didn't read it. I didn't until when I needed to read it. And then when I was buying a house, then I started reading the part about owning your first house or owning your first home and all of that. And I swear to you guys, like, everything was fucking making sense, bro. I was like, oh, so that's the rate. Oh, that's what fixed rate is, and that's what a variable rate is, a variable home loan rate, blah 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 is. Okay, so that's what I was just like, wow, like 1 + 1 is not 21, bro. Like, it was making sense, mate, you know. And I just love it. So for all of you guys that have always been asking me how I managed to save for my deposit. This is the beginning. Buy it, read it, and get to work, bro. Just get to work, because we have another video coming, you know. So this is my first, and I hope you really enjoyed this video. Like, I'm gonna leave the link to this book down below. I swear to God, you can buy it from Kmart, Big W, Target, a bookshop. Like, you can get this Barefoot Investor from anywhere. I legit think that you can get it from anywhere, you know. But I'll put the link down below here, you know, for anybody that is struggling to buy it. You can also get it online. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, because yeah, I did too. And if you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, share the video around, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.